Good evening, guys. I am super excited to be here. On behalf of School of AI, we welcome you to our Python study group. My name is Rajkiran, machine learning engineer at Collab Research and an organizer in School of AI, Trivandrum. I also have my friend here.
Hi guys, I'm Ashin Mohan, a Python developer at QBurst.
Together, we will be your instructor for this entire course. Feel free and ask all your doubts. We will help you as much as we can. Before we get into this course, I would like to talk a little bit about School of AI. School of AI is a non-profit organization created by Siraj Raval for providing a world-class AI education for free. We are building a learning community that will help you make a positive impact in the world of AI. If you have missed previous events or episodes that we have conducted, you can always find the resource on GitHub or YouTube. Just click on the links provided below. We will be sharing this slide after the presentation, so you can explore all the links and contents provided in this slide. School of AI, Trivandrum, was started on 1st September 2018 by the Deans Robin and Nevin. Our lead organizer, Vishnu, along with his deans, created the backbone for this community. I would also like to appreciate all our other organizers for helping us build this awesome community. In order to know more about us, you can check our website and the event list specified in the links below. We will be always there to help you out. If you are interested in joining our community, sign up and follow us in any of these platforms. I think our main WhatsApp group has crossed the membership limit, but don't worry, you can always find us in Discord. This is a 12-week course, but we will try to complete this course as soon as possible, so that we can start exploring some advanced topics and help you personally. We will be having classes on Wednesdays and Saturdays from 9 to 10:30 p.m. If there is any change, we will inform you as early as possible. I request all of you to be present at sharp 9 p.m. itself. Else, you will miss out the important things that we discussed and may find it difficult to understand the rest of the video. Also, please don't skip any sessions. We will have some bonus quiz rounds in the upcoming days where you could win some goodies from School of AI. If you skip, you will miss all these surprises and gifts. So try to attend all these sessions and you will surely have that benefit in the end. From now onwards, you can start asking any doubts. During the live session, you will have a team of Python experts ready to clear all your doubts. Just use the chat panel in the YouTube. Don't hesitate. We will help you even if it is a dumb question. Once this session is over, you can still ask your doubts via the WhatsApp or Discord channel, the links that is already been mailed to you. We will try to answer all the questions as and when we are available. Something to keep in mind is that the purpose of this Discord and WhatsApp channel is to connect students with other students. There, you can find people with similar ideas, so you can start building projects together. Who knows, this might even help you create your own startup team. Make use of this opportunity to have fun and engage with others. Let us look at the brief overview of the course content. First, the course starts off with an introduction section where you will learn about Python, how to set up Python, and the fundamentals of using Python. We will also give a lecture on how best to approach this course to maximize the benefit. From day 2 onwards, we will have live coding sessions. In week 2, we will look at the data types and embed an idea of which data type is best suited to different use cases. In week 3 and 4, we will learn about the selection and iterative control flow statements using various examples. Then we will look at different type of operators and when to use them. So after these 4 weeks, you will have completed 30% of this course and will have a good base in Python. At the end of every session, we will give you assignments and reference links for further reading. Please try to complete the assignment and submit it before the deadline. The whole idea of assignment is that you will have an experience working on that topic. This will also help you to find doubts. In week 5, you will learn to create your own functions. In week 6 and 7, we will dig into object-oriented programming and finishing the modules and packages in week 8. Once we reach half of the course, a mini project will be given to assess your knowledge, and after completing this course, you will have a main project. Don't worry, we have a whole team to support you and help you with these projects. Once you submit the final project, then you will get the course completion certificate. From week 9 onwards, we will start to look at more advanced topics like error handling, generators, decorators, and finally, basics of some advanced Python modules. Even after 12 weeks, you will only reach 90%. The rest 10%, we leave it up to you. You will have to work on your own, work on some projects, practice coding Python, go explore all the websites that are available online, and you will have to fill that 10% gap. Each week represents 2 classes. Either it will be on Saturday or on Wednesdays. Today, we will start the first part of week by looking at brief history of Python. Then, we will look at the advantages and disadvantages of Python, applications of Python, and also provide you with some beginner's tip. Later on, we will start to look at the basics of command lines, how to install Python, and as a bonus session, we will also help you with the basics of Git. Finally, we will run a simple Python code. By that, today's session will be completed. Now, I am handing over this mic to my friend Ashwin.
Okay, guys, let's start. First of all, I would like to walk through the brief history of Python. Python was a hobby project of a Dutch programmer whose name is Guido van Rossum. He began working on this project since 1989, and he released the Python on 1991. In the year 2000, Python 2 was released. Following that, in 2008, Python 3 was also released. The core philosophy of Python is it should be beautiful, simple, and readable. Python is made in C. Compared to other programming languages, Python is very easy to learn and it has modules, classes, exceptions, and high-level data types. We will discuss about those in the further classes. Unlike other programming languages, in Python, you don't need to specify the type of data while you code. Because of this property, Python is called dynamically typed language. The data type of a variable will get assigned only at runtime. While you code Python, you will realize that it is very simple to focus or very easy to focus on the solution of the problem rather than the syntax of it. The important thing about Python is its huge standard library. We can use to build anything with that library. Python has a smart memory manager, which will take all the extra effort of managing the memory. We don't need to get bothered about the core level memory usage. Python is a cross-platform. You can build a Python application and run it on any OS. If you avoid the use of OS-dependent functionality, you can use or build any OS-dependent Python application. There are two versions of Python, Python 2 and Python 3. Learning Python is a simple task. Once you learn any one of these versions, you can learn the other easily. The latest version of Python is Python 3.7.2. Ubuntu will already have Python installed in it, and we will discuss more about the installation of Python in Windows. You can check out the Python official site at python.org. Let's discuss more about the advantages and disadvantages of Python. Python is very easy to learn and simple to understand. That's why the main reason of its popularity. As I told you guys before, Python is dynamically typed language, which will help us to reuse the variable for different type of data. You can build anything with its extensive library. This is all because of its large community. Python is a general purpose language, which means the use is not limited in machine learning and web development. It can also be used in embedded systems, gaming, and even we can make web browser with it. Python is highly readable and open source. Those are some of the important factors of Python. Python also have many disadvantages. The main disadvantage is the speed. Python is slow when it compared to Java. Python is weak in building mobile applications. That's why people don't hear Android with Python. Python have many design restrictions because it's dynamically typed language. Because of that, it needs a lot of error handling at runtime. Applications of Python is spread across different domains. What you see here are the libraries or frameworks that are used in different domains. Python can be used for web development, scientific research, game development, software development, and artificial intelligence.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Ashwin. It's me, Rajkiran. Okay. I want to take a little bit of time to quickly discuss about the choice of Python 2 and Python 3. As a beginner, it is sometimes difficult to choose. The answer is simple. Just choose Python 3. As versions are increasing, all the bugs and as versions get increased, the bugs are being reduced and the more efficient it becomes. The latest version of Python is 3.7.2. And it is much efficient than Python 2. Python has officially announced that they will stop providing security updates in year 2020 for Python 2. So guys, from 2020 onwards, there won't be any updates for Python 2. So even if this question is so clear, why are we still discussing about Python 2? This is because most of the big companies have already written the code in Python 2. Some sorry guys. Some Python, some companies like Instagram, Facebook has already started to upgrade to Python 3. So in order to update, you will need to learn Python 2. This is why Python 2 still exists. This entire course will be focusing only on Python 3. Once you learn Python 3, then learning Python 2 is not at all a heavy task. Now, I will give you some beginner's tip to get the most out of this course. The important thing is that you should never hesitate to ask doubts. We have an active Python community in Discord as well as WhatsApp. So make use of this opportunity and start asking doubts. Just listening to the video won't help you become a professional Python developer. You will have to explore and try coding all the topics that we discuss during these sessions. Open your laptop or PC, whatever you have, and start coding with me. I know you are trying your best to complete this course in between your busy schedules, but I request you to complete all the assignments and projects that we provide. You should also try and attend online challenges. There are different platforms like HackerRank, HackerEarth, etc. By practicing, you will surely improve your skills and will start to understand things much detail. Let us look at how we can set up Python in our system. There are different ways in which you can install Python. Later on, I will show what are the commonly used methods. So before installing Python, we have a bonus session. Let's look at that. It is really important to know how to work on your command line. Command line helps in performing some actions like moving in and out of folders, creating folders, etc. programmatically. This will help you to run Python scripts from command line. I am an Ubuntu user, and let's jump into my terminal. You can press Alt, Control and T for opening up your terminal. Alt, Control and T. By pressing Alt, Control and T, you will open up a terminal. And from here, I am going to teach you the basics of command lines in Ubuntu. Don't worry, later on I will help you on Windows also. If you want to know where you actually are when you open a terminal, you just have to type pwd. When you type pwd and press enter, you can see that this is my path, that is /home/Rajkiran. If you want to know all the files that is in this current directory, you can type ls. By typing ls, you can see all the files that are present in this directory. See, all these files are currently in my directory. You can type clear to clear the screen. CLEAR will clear the screen. Next, we will look at how to create a directory. mkdir and the name of the directory will create a directory in this current path, that is pwd. This is the current path. In home/Rajkiran, a folder will be created. So in order to create a folder, you have to type mkdir and a folder name. Let's say I can create button temp Python. And that is it. You have created a folder without using the GUI. We can see ls. By looking at ls, we can see that my folder is on the top right corner, temp Python. To move in and out of a folder, you can do cd and just type the folder that are present in the current directory. cd and start pressing T. Then for auto completion, press tab. When you press tab, it will automatically show you the directory that is present in the location. So when you press enter, now you are inside that folder. You can see that there is nothing inside this folder. To go back, you can type cd following 2 dots. When you press enter, you can see that now you are back to the original position where you have started. And one thing to point out is that my terminal will look different from you guys because I have customized it. Don't worry, just press Alt, Control and T in Ubuntu for opening a terminal. So now how can we remove that folder? You can just type rm dir and the folder. By pressing enter, that folder will be deleted. You can sorry guys. Now you can see that that folder is getting deleted. So this is the basics of terminal. There are plenty of commands that is available in terminal. You can go to the following links that I have provided in this slide. The basics as link 1, link 2, link 3 specifies shows different ways of doing command lines. Once you have completed that, you can look at the intermediate link. Now for the Windows. Currently, I don't have a Windows open, but I'll try to explain it with my system itself. Go to start and type cmd. And that will open up. By typing cmd, you can see an option called command prompt. Just click in it. Then the command prompt for Windows will be open. Like we did in Ubuntu. If we want to see all the files that are currently there, that is what we did here was ls. This corresponding code for Windows is dir. When you type dir and press enter, then you can see all the files that are being listed. Here we have typed pwd to see which path we are in. For that, in Windows, just type cd. By typing cd, you will see the current directory. Creating and deleting folder is same in both Windows and Ubuntu. We also have links provided as basics and intermediate, so you can further read upon these topics. This is it about the command line. I hope it has given you some basic ideas of how to use command line. Next, we will move into the basics of Git. All the links are provided in the slide itself. Just go to Google and type Git. The first link itself will be their official site, that is git-scm.com. They have all the documentation and the download link. Below this monitor icon, you can see there is download for Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, etc. Just download it and install Git onto your system. If you are an Ubuntu user, installing Git is simple. You can follow the DigitalOcean page and follow their guidelines. They have a good documentation on how to install and how to use Git. See, here you have a good documentation what is Git and so all this information is there. I have explained how to install Git, but the point is, what really is Git? Git is actually a version control system. So what does a version control system means? It means that once you have made a change, you can always revert back to your previous changes. You can have multiple people collaborating in a single project. This Git was developed as a part of Linux. Now it is open sourced and is available to everyone. So make use of this Git and try to code your projects and all in using Git. Now, how to get the course content? Go to the following link, that is github.com/School of AI Trivandrum/Python study group. github.com/School of AI TVM/Python study group. Just open your browser and see it for yourself, guys. I will give you 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I will also open that thing. I hope everyone has opened, and this YouTube mic will be also on, right? So you guys could hear me. Just stay in the browser and listen to my voice. In the Python study group, you can see all the course syllabus, how does this study group work, all those details. As each course week completes, we will update a folder here called week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. Currently, we are at week 1, so click on this folder. Inside that, you can see week 1 part 1.ipynb file. I will discuss about this later on, what this file is. Okay. Now comes the actual part of installing Python. How can we install Python? There are several ways we can install Python in our system. I will be showing you some of the common things that we as a professional do for installing Python in our system. One is the official website itself, python.org. This is the Python's official website. You can See the community activities here, documentations, all those things can be seen from here. Just go to downloads and download Python 3.7.2. If you are Windows or Mac or other platform, just click on this thing and you can download the latest version from here. You can download the executables and install it. During installation, please make sure that the path variable is ticked. Otherwise, when you are in terminal and try to type Python, you won't get this auto completion and Python won't be directly accessible from the terminal. You will have to then go and set the path variable. So make sure you tick when you install the Python. You have to tick the install path variable. So once that is done, you can access Python from the command line or the terminal. Just type Python followed by version, that is version. Will give you which version my Python is. Currently in my system, I have Python 2 and 3. That my default Python is 2. But to type Python 3 version, you can see Python 3 version and Python 2 version. You can see Python 2 version. This is how it would look once you have installed. Why I am not showing you the installing setup is that we will not be using this method for our course. We will be looking something called Collab, which we will discuss later on in this coming session. So this is one way we can install, that is from the official website. Now there is also another community called Anaconda distributions. Just click on this thing. What Anaconda has done is that they have packaged several programs, libraries into a single place. Here you can see that Jupyter, Spider, NumPy, SciPy, Numba, Pandas, Task, etc. All these things are pre-installed into this package. You just need to install this version and all these features will be automatically available to you. For Windows users, click on the Windows tab and download the 64 or 32-bit version as you need. If you are a Mac user, click on this tab and do the same. As I have said, we won't be working on Python 2. So I request all to download Python 3. If you are a Linux user, go and download Linux from this thing. There is a couple of documentation here also. You can take a look at it. So these are the two ways. Now, how can we run Python? One way you could do is install Python from any of this thing like the official website or the Anaconda distribution. Just open up their command prompt. If it is from official, that will be already available in your own command prompt. If you have used the Anaconda installation, you will have an Anaconda command prompt. Open that and type Python. This is how Python would look from terminal. Now we are in an active shell where we can actually code Python. I will show you an example. Print hello world. That's all the basic step, hello world. By pressing enter, you can see the output. This is how you run Python from your terminal or command prompt. In order to exit, you can type exit followed by 2 parentheses. Press enter. And now you are out of that shell. This is how we run Python using terminal. So what all other ways are there? One is the text editor. Second is the full IDEs. And the third is the notebook environment. What we will be doing in this entire course is to use the third one, that is the notebook environment. Let us look a little bit about each of them. What is a text editor? Text editor is a general editor for any text files. It can be Python file, .txt. Oh, I have forgot to tell that, right? Python files usually end with .py. Okay, so whenever you are saving, please save your Python file in .py format. I will show you when I explain this text editor in detail. Using text editor, you can customize and add plugins and add-ons. Just to note is that most of the text editors are not just made for Python. It is made as a general text editor so that you can edit anything. Some of the commonly used ones are Sublime, Atom, and VS Code. To install Sublime, you can go to Google, type Sublime. This is their official website. And click on download and install any one of these. Once you have installed, you will have something like this. So, how will we code Python from a text editor? You just have to do the same. Print hello world and make sure you save it as a Python file. Now I am going to create a folder in my desktop. Create a folder. I am going to name it program1.py and save. See, this is the advantage of text editors. As and when you type the extension, it will automatically color the code so that it is easy for you to read. To run this thing, open the terminal, go to the location where you have saved this file. I have saved in desktop Python. When I look, I can see there is a file called program1.py. Type Python 3 program 1.py and press enter. You can see the output. This is how you will do when you are in text editors. So, what is the second one? That is full IDEs. They are actually large programs that is specially made for Python. Some examples are PyCharms and Spider. You can explore that in detail. Now let us look at notebook environments. As a beginner, I always suggest each of my students to start programming in Notebook. You will love how it is structured, how you can see the outputs and all. It is good for visualization. It even supports markdown notes. So you can add markdown notes in Notebook environments. One of the most commonly used notebook environment is Jupyter Notebook. You can install Jupyter by typing pip install Jupyter. Once you have done this, you will have, sorry guys, spelling mistake. You will have Jupyter installed in you. The reason I am getting an error in here is it because I have configured and installed another thing called pyn that we will discuss later on in this session. You can do this by installing pip install Jupyter. I can actually show you another what I was talking about. CD desktop. I have a thing called pyn. So pyn then install. Sorry, I was talking about pipen. Pipen is a it is just like a virtual environment. Pipen install. You don't need to do this, guys. I am just showing you how to install Python. It should have worked, but I don't know why it is failing. I think the pip version is different here. Anyways, I will show you pip install. It will install the pipen. Okay. Now you just need to share. Now, as I said, you just need to do this. Pip install Jupyter. See, it works. The earlier code should also work, but because we have used, in my system, I have set it up Python, it was not working. But for you, it will work. It will install the Jupyter node for you. It may take some time. Okay. Yep, it is actually done. Yep. Now you just need to type Jupyter notebook and press enter. A browser will be opened. This is how a Jupyter node interface look like. You can go and create a new Python tree Jupyter notebook and type print hello world. In order to run, you just need to enter command plus enter. You just need to press command and enter together. What is wrong here? Something is wrong. It's kernel starting. Please wait. It's taking time, guys. Oh, there is something wrong with my thing. Actually, it should be printing hello world. I will take a look at it. Don't worry. This is how. Just type print hello world, and press command and enter, and your code will be running. I don't know why my thing is stuck. I'll just take a look at it and discuss about this. If you have doubts, we can discuss about this in the group and the channel. So, after all these things, we have looked at text editors, full IDEs, notebooks. If you don't understand any of this, just don't worry, because we are not going to use any of those. For us, it will be simple. We are going to use Collab. Just go to Google, type Collab, and click on the first link. This is how the Collab GUI looks like. In order to get our course content, you can actually click the GitHub link, GitHub tab, and copy paste the link that we have given to you. That is github.com/School of AI Trivandrum/Python study group. And copy that, paste it here, and search. You will automatically see that our file is being loaded. Click on that. We will be using Collab for this entire course. So you don't need to install Python manually, don't need to install IDEs, don't need to install Jupyter. All those frills and fancies, all can be avoided if you are using Collab. Once you have opened Collab, I request all to please go to Collab, copy paste the link, and open this notebook so that we can parallelly start coding. Just keep this YouTube video aside. I will explain how to use Collab. Collab is actually based on Jupyter Notebook itself. What you are seeing here is actually what you just saw in Jupyter Notebook. In order to run a cell, similar as Jupyter Notebook, you just need to press Ctrl and Enter. Run anyways. Yes. you can see that that line is been executed and the output is shown directly below. Actually, when we were using Jupyter Notebook, we had some issue, right? My notebook was not running. It was supposed to run like an embarrassing movement. It didn't run right now. So it should be running like this in Jupyter Notebook. You can also try this one. The code should be also running for you. You can also add two numbers like print 5 plus 5 and you can see the output. In order to run the cell, just press Ctrl and Enter. Jupyter Notebook is the backend of Collab as I have explained. So in order to know the shortcuts, just go to Tools and Keyboard Shortcuts. Here, you will see all the shortcuts that you need to do in order to run Python. No, not in order to run Python, in order to use Collab. You can actually run the command line arguments or the command line options in this Collab itself. This thing is called a cell. Inside cell, when you start with exclamation, it actually runs in the terminal. See, as you have run in the command line or the command prompt, you can do the same thing here in Collab also. You can even do the things that we have discussed. ls list directory. It will show the current folders in this directory. If you want to see the current path, you can do this one and it will show you the path. I was just showing you the power of Collab. What you are seeing here, this is actually called a markdown cell. Here you can use the markdown language to beautify or to write notes and keep this as a Jupyter note. One thing that I would like to tell is that you won't be able to save any files here because you have just copied the thing direct from the GitLab. That is this link. You have just copied this link and opened this one, right? So you won't be able to save. Cannot save anything. So in order to save anything, you will have to make a copy into the drive, into your own drive. Also, one thing to make sure is that you must be logged in order to do this. If anyone is having trouble reaching so far, please use the chat panel. We have a 10-minute discussion doubt clearing section after this video. So we can make use of that opportunity to clear your doubts. So you can also start your own Jupyter note. Your own notebooks. Go to Files, click on New Python 3 Notebook. When you do this, this is how actually a fresh Collab notebook would look like. You can print anything. Hi. And press Ctrl and Enter to run. and you can see the output below. You can add a new cell below by pressing this thing. Add a new code cell. You can do this many times and add as many as link as possible. 2 plus 3. You can see the output. Okay, guys. The whole idea of the first session is to give you a basic introduction to all the things. We will start exploring everything in detail from the day 2 onwards. The next class will be on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So we will be looking at more about, that is, the fundamentals of Python in that day. This is just to give you an idea what is Python, how to install Python, and how we are conducting this course. Okay, guys, that is it. You can get this presentation by going to the following link. This is the link that you should type for getting this presentation. tiny.cc/SoAI Python week 1 of 1. Just go through the slides. I have provided several links for you to further read and explore. So go and explore those links, read out new contents. In the upcoming days, that is in the coming Wednesday, we will be looking at the fundamentals. This is a topic that we will be looking at. What are variables? What is an expression? What is assignment statements? What is comment? Basic of tokens? What is immutable, mutable? How to delete? All these things will be discussed in the next day. So, last but not the least, a huge thank you for enrolling in this course. I am humbled by all students who have enrolled, and I am privileged to be your instructor for this course. I will help you and take you from zero to hero. Now, let us discuss some doubts. You can type in any doubts in the chat. For 5 to 10 minutes, I will be available. So how did this introduction? You can type the comments. How did you think about this introduction session? What all things are there to be improved? All those things you can use the chat and comment out. There is actually a 1 minute lag, 1 or 2 minute lag between the live and the chat. Sorry, guys. There is actually a 1 minute lag between this live and the what you are typing. So I won't be able to see things as and when you type. Okay, let me see. So let me go through the comments. Okay. Angeline John has just asked, Windows or Linux, which is preferable? To be fact, I was actually a Windows user during my entire from all my childhood onwards, college, school. I have used Windows only. But coming into the industry, you will feel that you need to shift to Ubuntu. Ubuntu is an open source platform. You can do lots of things simply in Ubuntu. So I would prefer Ubuntu rather than Windows. So that is what I would like to say. So is there any other question? Let me scroll up and see. Somebody has got page not found. Okay. Collab is not opening from browser. Srinivas. Okay, Srinivas, we will help you out after this session. You can chat personally and we will help you out. So, no things. Oh, thank you guys. Gopika Gopal. Oh, gate section. Okay, thank you. Ashwin is also with me. Ashwin.
Hi guys. Thank you for your support, and we will try to improve ourselves in the further classes.
Yeah. Next section will be hands-on session. It was commented by Psychomaniac. Okay, good name. Actually, all you guys should be coding parallelly with me. As and when I will show you how. You can just open a window like. Let me close all this. Close terminal. Okay, you can actually do a half screen split or something like this. Then take this one out, put that here. So that in this side, that is the right hand side, left hand side, you can play the video, start asking question. Parallelly, you can come here and type in the code and all. This is the proper way I think you guys should follow during this entire session. Okay. How can I open it in Python in Windows command prompt? I wasn't able. Error message was being shown by Grishma. Okay. I don't know what error message you are getting. I think just go to YouTube and all. Just use any video there. You can. There is lots of videos available. Just see on any of those videos how to install Python on Windows, because I don't have a Windows system, so I won't be able to show you. But surely I will help you, Grishma. Just use our WhatsApp group. Currently, I think that only admins can chat in that, right? We'll be changing that settings, so you guys can also chat, and we'll be having an active conversation not only on these sessions, but aside from these sessions also we will be in touch. So can you be more specific of what error you are getting, Grishma, when you are trying to run that in Windows? Grishma Susan John. Okay. Abhinav Shekhar has asked, what is the difference between Jupyter Notebook and GitHub? Okay. That I will explain. GitHub is actually a platform where you can manage all the projects and all. You can create a repository and make use of Git to actually collaborate with your team members and do a project. It is like a folder. You can say you will have a folder which represents as a repository. Inside that repository, you can add in files and do all your projects inside a single repository. That is what GitLab is. And what Jupyter Note is, it is like an environment for development where you can only code things. It is just for coding. So those are the two different things, they are completely different actually. So that's it, guys. What is the difference between Git and GitHub? Ashik. Okay. GitHub is a platform that makes use of Git. Okay, it provides a graphical user interface where you can use the Git commands and do the same thing. I can show you an example. Let me go to my GitHub page. So once you may have to look at how to install Git. Once you have installed Git, just open up the terminal. Type Git. If you have Git, you will have a message like this. Okay. So this is GitHub. What you are seeing here is GitHub. It is where people manage projects and all. This is our project. This is our course content, right? You can click on clone or downloads. Use SSH. Click on this. Copy the URL. Copy the URL. Come to a folder that I have created, cd desktop Python. Now, in order to clone that repository into your system, you can type git clone and paste in the URL. You can see that it is being cloned. And now when you see the folder, you can actually see the repository over here. That is this thing, Python study group, right? You can get inside that and see you have week 1 and readme. You can go inside week 1. It is actually like a repository for keeping all these things. So this is how you control GitHub using Git. For further discussions and all, I have provided in the links. You can just go to the links here. The link 1, link 2, it actually talks about Git and GitHub. Okay, guys, I'm signing off. So good night. See you on next day. Thank you, guys.